There's no question that there is systemic racism in the police departments of the United States to a far greater extent than should be permitted. There should be zero tolerance for that. But Marx was a slob, and to Marx, black lives didn't matter. You need to Google Marx bad person, and you'll come to a website, intellectualtakeout.org/blog/ Karl Marx was pretty bad person, hyphenated. Every word is hyphenated. And you'll find out what he said about the N-word people. So black lives did not matter to Karl Marx. And there are worthy causes that are co-opted by unworthy scum. In capitalist London, there were poor people, and their needs needed to be addressed by John Wesley preaching the gospel and really bringing them up in an upward lift that comes with the blessing of the gospel. But instead, you had this scum, this Karl Marx, who would cause 100 million people to die with his vitriolic and evil writings. And so today, I would really recommend that you get this book, How to Point to Moshiach in the Rabbi's Bible, in your Rabbi's Bible. And you don't have to buy it, just get the PDF. It's just Google Phil Goebel and you'll see the bio page, and it's on there. And I really see this as an emergency now in the United States, because it's in the universities, intellectual Marxism. Hail alma mater dear, Marxism brainwashed here, U.S. Venezuela near, scoffer Marx will be our beer. Praises to thee we sing, comrade millennials, all we bring. Hail alma mater dear, scoffers all to hell we fling. So we're talking about college presidents with multi-million-dollar salaries, highly paid tenured professors, brainwashing a generation with academic Marxism. Meanwhile, college graduates have $100,000 college loans they can't afford to pay back. In fact, they can't afford to get married. They have to stay home with mom and dad and fornicate in their room with their girlfriends. They can't buy homes because of their debt-destroyed bad credit ratings. So they're ready to march to the voting booth and turn the United States into Cuba, all because of one scoffer. Now, here's the verse, 2 Kefa 3:3. Knowing this verse, that during the Aharit Ha-Yamim, last days, there will come Leitzim, mockers, scorners. You see this verse? Blessed is the Ish, blessed is the man that walketh not in the Etzah of the Reshaim, nor standeth in the derek Chataim, nor sitteth in the Moshav of the Leitzim. The Leitzim, the scornful, the mockers, the revilers, the Karl Marxes. In other words, if you want that curse instead of the blessing, you follow along with these people who have co-opted a worthy cause with an unworthy scum and his unworthy philosophy, which has caused 100 million deaths and has impoverished nation after nation. If you really believe his philosophy, then move to Venezuela, Cuba, North Korea, and other places that have implemented his uh, stupidity. Paul Johnson, you need to read him, his history. Quote unquote, it was generally believed, not only in Germany, but throughout Central and Western Europe, that Marxist Bolshevism, we're talking about the Russian expression of Marxism, was Jewish inspired and Jewish led, and that Jews were in control of the Communist Party. Hitler was soon to make highly effective use of this anti Semitism, with the Holocaust becoming his kind of satanic preemptive strike. So you see, here you have someone co opting a cause, and the baggage that they bring is absolutely worse than the evil that they're dealing with. Religion is the opiate of the people. That's what Marx said. And I want you to listen to these words in the Communist Manifesto. Quote, the violent overthrow of the bourgeoisie. Notice the word violent. We're talking about a violent man. Of course, in his personal life, he was slovenly, stinky, lazy. Look, just Google Karl or just Marx bad person, and you'll see it. He said the violent overthrow of the bourgeoisie, the capitalist class that owns the means of production. The bourgeoisie lays the foundation. In other words, you violently overthrow them. That lays the foundation for the sway of the proletariat. The proletariat are the workers or the working class people regarded collectively. And here's what he's saying. The violent overthrow. So this laid the foundation for the killing of more than 100 million people in the last century, as Pol Pot and Lenin and all these other people underlined the word violent in their copy of the Communist Manifesto. By their fruit you will know them. Beware of false prophets. Matthew chapter 7, verses 11 to 20, or 15 to 20. And these false prophets are made into heroes by the leftist academicians and even the leftist media and journalists, so-called journalists. There's a guy named Rahm Emanuel who said, never let a crisis go to waste. So the Marxist founders of this organization, Black Lives Matter, have taken that to heart. And they're not going to let the crisis go to waste. But over-policing systemic racism, the way they're using the cause and co-opting it, is a Trojan horse for treason and insurrection to subvert and try to overthrow the government of a non-Marxist republic, namely the United States of America. The burning, looting mob. Listen, friend, they will go to the same perdition as the know-nothing non-looters who are with them. Because government won't save you. Religion won't save you. Karl Marx won't save you. White supremacy won't save you. Black supremacy won't save you. Civil rights won't save you. Now, Amos tells you there has to be social justice. So the Bible deals with that. And yes, there's a place for every kind of Martin Luther King preacher, as long as he lives a clean, converted, sanctified, holy life, and is not speaking one way in the pulpit and acting another way in the hotel room. But listen, politics won't save you. Allah won't save you. Donald Trump won't save you. Only the Zun Funderoibischter will save you. Now, if you get mad and you delete your subscription to our YouTube channel, I can't help it. I have to tell you the truth. Let me tell you something. In 1971, when I came to the Lord, if I had tossed the new Bible that I just bought in the garbage can and went out on the street to become a quote-unquote activist, I'm sure I would be in hell right now. Now, should I not tell you the truth? If you go to hell, your blood will be on my hands. I have to tell you the truth. Don't be a fool and don't be naive. We need street preachers preaching on the street like I've been doing since 1972. We don't need people throwing brickbats through store windows and hurting black businessmen who have just gotten their license and have just paid the landlord, and now they're trying to get a business going, and you're coming by with your banner throwing a brick through their window. Lord, I want to pray right now that the horror of one scoffer named Karl Marx will not be perpetuated in this country. But there'll be no more Venezuelas, no more Cubas, no more North Koreas. Oh God, have mercy upon us. Bring people to a saving knowledge of this, the only one who could save them, the Zun Funderoibischter, the Basuras HaGe'ulah, the good news that will change men's hearts so that they will not have racism and evil in their heart. And Lord, those white people who are sitting out there in those congregations who are hypocrites, who secretly have hatred toward their black brother sitting next to them, how can they love God whom they haven't seen when they hate the one who's made in his image, whom they have seen, whose pigment is somewhat different from theirs? But underneath the pigment, we're all one flesh, one man, as it says in Acts chapter 17. Because out of one man, he created all of us, regardless of our pigment color. Oh God, don't let people be lost and led astray. Amen.